Hi, I'm Russ Cafano, CEO of the Missouri Association of REALTORS, the more than 18,000 real estate professionals representing the voice of real estate in Missouri. Welcome to Missouri Home Matters, the video edition of the Missouri REALTORS monthly home sales report. In this edition of Missouri Home Matters, we're going to look at home sales for June as well as for the second quarter of 2012. It's important to understand that the information contained in this report reflects Missouri statewide averages. Real estate is local, and the home sales data for your area may vary significantly from what's indicated in this report. So let's get started. Here's what we can tell you about June 2012 compared to June a year ago. Home sales continued their climb by increasing by almost 5% year over year, from 5,799 last year to 6,084 in 2012. Homes set on the market 4 fewer days, indicating a hotter market, moving from an average of 138 days a year ago to 134 days in June of 2012. The average home price in June exceeded the 2011 figure, rising a promising 5% from $150,583 to $158,101. And lastly, median home prices rose 7.6% year over year, from $120,000 to $129,075. June marks the 5th consecutive month of median price increases when compared to the previous year. It's significant to note that the gains for 3 of those 5 months were between 5 and 10%. As these figures illustrate, the real estate market in Missouri continues its trend along with the national market, with experiencing steady growth in both home sales and home values. Now let's take a look at the month-to-month comparison from June of 2012 to May of 2012. After rising 18% in May, home sales leveled off in June, declining only 0.6% from 6,120 to 6,084. The pace at which homes sold in June remained nearly constant, sitting on the market 1 day less than a month ago. Average home prices rose more than 4% in June, going from $151,786 in May to $158,101. And the median selling price in June also rose, reaching $129,075 compared to $126,500 in May. This represents a 2% increase for the month. Even though we have rising home prices, it should be of great interest that homes have been selling at a quicker pace for the past 2 months. Prior to May, homes were sitting on the market for approximately 145 days, a figure that remained consistent for 7 straight months. Now let's look at second quarter 2012 performance figures. Home sales for Q2 were up 10.6% compared to the same quarter of 2011, and those same sales were up 45.5% for the second quarter when compared to the first quarter of the year. There was only a negligible difference in the number of days it took to sell a home during the second quarter year over year, but homes sold 9 days faster in Q2 versus Q1 this year. The average price of a home during the second quarter was 6.7% higher than Q2 last year. When compared to the first quarter of 2012, average prices rose 13.8%, going from $133,590 to $152,008. Median home prices outpaced the average price, climbing 8.7% year over year and jumping a fantastic 18.5% over the first quarter of 2012. According to the National Association of Home Builders Wells Fargo Index, home builder sentiment surged in July, notching its biggest jump in nearly a decade, a fresh sign that the housing market has turned a corner. The index climbed to 35 in June, up 6 points, making for the biggest gain since September of 2002 and reaching the highest level since March of 2007. This index has more than doubled since July of last year. The ideal mark of 50 indicates that more builders view market conditions as favorable rather than poor. The index has not been above 50 since April of 2006. Listings in Missouri have been steadily climbing since the beginning of the year. The number of homes on the market statewide for the month of June was 37,963. It's interesting to note that approximately 16% of those listings were pending sales, having been sold but not yet closed. While certain parts of the country are currently reporting a tight supply of homes on the market, so the supply in Missouri appears to be consistent with previous years. And finally, according to Freddie Mac, the national average for a 30-year conventional fixed-rate mortgage set a brand new record low in June at just 3.68%. The National Association of REALTORS projects there will be little movement in mortgage interest rates for the remainder of the year. All told, the outlook for real estate market in Missouri continues to look favorable for both buyers and sellers. Missouri Realtors can obtain a hard copy of the full report by going to the Member Resources section of our website, MissouriRealtor.org. If you're not a member, the only way to truly understand your local market is to contact a realtor in your area. You can find one by going to MissouriRealtor.org and clicking on the Find a Realtor link on the homepage. That's it for this month. For Missouri Home Matters, I'm Russ Cafano. Thanks for watching.